So today we're going to be looking at this Air Water Life Ionizer I had bought off Amazon. I, like a lot of you, have been looking at water ionizers. I first learned about a $3,000 one, done research on the internet, seen that they have everything from $1,500 to about $3,000 on the internet. Came across this one on Amazon. Rated it very high in the 11 on the pH and negative 800 ORP. pH stands for the alkalinity of the water, so that's 11 pH is great. Negative 800 ORP. ORP stands for the antioxidants in the water. So what we're going to do now is we're going to first, these are my trusty instruments, my water testing vessel, aka a wine glass, and then the HANA pH and ORP meter. First, we're going to look at the pH of the water and the ORP of the water coming out of my faucet. That'll be a good place to start so we can see what the machine's actually doing. Okay. Well, it looks like, let's call it an 8.4. Looks like it's going to settle on 8.3, 0.7. Okay, let's just say 8.3. And ORP of the water, and see how ORP works. You want a negative number. That means it's good. Positive number means it's bad, it's oxidizing. So this is the water coming out of the faucet. Of course it has chlorine in it too, probably, not good for you. So it's positive 255, what it looks like. So this is the first level on the machine. This is the initial drinking water. Okay, first we're going to set for pH. Okay, so 8.3 to 8.7. That's what it does on the first level. See, as far as ORP, okay, that's not good. That means it's not really, it's very a positive number. 220 is, very positive. That means the water coming out on level 1 is very oxidizing. So, all right. Now we're at the drinking water level. From all my research, this should be like 9.5, negative like 300 at least. First, we'll start with the pH. All right, so 8.8, not that good considering we're starting off with 8.3. This is a big one too because this is the ORP of the machine. Still really positive. Okay, well, positive 160, definitely not a good number. You want negative numbers, remember, so that's not good. So we'll just say positive 160, give it the benefit of the doubt. Try the next level here. This is supposed to be for brewing coffee and tea. Start with the pH. So it takes it from 8.3 to 9.1 on level 3. And this is not even for drinking, this is for coffee and tea. Putting it up, you know, 0.8. Might creep up to 9.2, doesn't look like it. Now we're going to look at the ORP on the machine. Remember, I think we started off with positive 200. It's level 3 with the machine. Still a positive number. Not good. Yeah, you want this number to be negative 3, 4, 500, not positive. So, okay, level 4. This is where they advertise the negative or 11 with negative 800 ORP. First, we'll do the pH. Okay, so we started off with 8.3 water. This has brought it up, benefit of the doubt, 9.24, 10 times the amount of alkalinity. So basically, we start out with the water in my faucet because we have mineral-rich water here. At an 8.3, this bumps it up, let's even say 9.3, so it bumps up 10 times the amount. Now, what they advertise is 11. So most of the folks in the U.S. I know have about 7 pH groundwater, so that means it's bumping it up 4 points. From 8, or let's say 7 and 8, that would be 10 times the amount. 7 and 9, that would be 100 times the amount. 7 to 10 would be 10,000 times the amount on top level at 11. So what we're getting here is a 9.24. They advertise 11. This is very, very, very far off. It's supposed to bump it up 10,000 times. This is bumping it up 10 times. Now this is the ORP. They advertise the negative 800. Okay, so we're still positive. That means that it's not anywhere close to the antioxidant numbers that they're advertising. Started off at positive 200, we're still at positive 28. Roundabout, we're looking at the machine, looking at the pH and the ORP coming out of the machine. It's not measuring up. Positive 29 is not negative 800. 9.2, 9.3, let's say, is not 11 pH. So, second part of our test here is there's one filter inside here. I'm going to take it out right now and show you guys. This is the filter they give you. It's about the size of my palm. We're going to see maybe if taking the filter out will increase the pH and antioxidant count numbers for some reason, and we'll just run tap water straight through the machine. Because at that point, when you take out the filter, there's nothing filtering, nothing filtering the water. So that'll be the second part of our test. We're also going to go ahead and open this machine up. I got a friend here that has some tools, and we're going to look at the actual plates inside the machine. So thanks for watching, and then we'll be on to the second part of our test right now. Okay, so now This is the filter compartment. Took this off, obviously. A little wet here because we were just doing the water test. We're going to unscrew that. Take the filter out. This is the filter that's supposed to take out all the junk that's in tap water. I think we're at like a 9.4 pH on top setting with the filter in, so we're going to start on level 1. Let's go level 1. Water going into the glass. So that's level 1. .6. The water coming out of the, through the faucet's 8.4, so it bumps it up about 0.6. It looks like. Do a quick test on the millivolts as far as the antioxidant properties. Well, this definitely isn't good. It's still at a positive. So what that means is the water coming out of this system, we already tested, it was around a positive 200. This is still dropping a little bit, but this is still on the positive side, meaning it's an oxidant rather than an antioxidant. So that's still plus 1, let's call it 125 to be fair. So water coming out of the system, level 1 without the filter. That looks like it adds a little minerals, to be honest with you, by the feel of it. Looking at the numbers here is only bringing the water up 0.2 points on the pH and not really doing anything for the antioxidant properties because it's still, as you see, an oxidant because it's plus 125. So level 2, which is supposed to be the drinking water, daily drinking water, water coming out of my tap, 8.3, almost 8.4. Water coming out of the machine, 8.7. So not really doing a lot to the pH. Now this is once again, the antioxidant properties. Positive number bad, more negative number good. Coming out of my faucet, positive 200. Coming out of this machine, level 2. Looks like it's really positive still, which, you want negative numbers. This machine advertises negative 800. So that positive 141, not a good number, still means it's an oxidant. Machine's not really doing a lot. Okay. Level 3. Okay. Since we already have it on the ORP, let's do ORP first. Okay, this one's doing a little better. Still positive. Positive 90, positive 88, 86, 85. All right, well, not good numbers. It's positive 200 to start out with. Still dropping a little bit. This is still positive. There's no negative sign in front of it. Well, fair enough. We're still positive 70 on level 3. Definitely not a good sign. Okay, we're going to do the 4th level. Mind you, this is without the filter inside, so at this point, let's see. This is the ORP. This is the top setting. We can get a good shot of that. All right. Well, machine advertises negative 800. Saw the numbers with the filter inside. We're a little bit negative. This is still positive. This is on level 4. This is supposed to be either 11 pH, negative 800. Not even close. Still positive. Now let's test the pH. Okay, oh, 8.93. It's not 11. Obviously, because this number is lower, without the filter inside, it pretty much, and this is what I thought, this filter, it kind of seems like it's adding minerals or something that would make the pH go up. Ionizers don't, from all my research, don't have to use minerals to make the pH go up. All of it's done by the electrolysis, the plates inside. So this is about 0.2 off from what the top level is with this filter inside. So that means that this filter, whatever is inside it, bumps it up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut this thing open. We're going to see what's inside. So what we were seeing with the test is that the filter actually bumps up the water. So we want to see what's actually in the filter, because what I would think is they're putting minerals into the water and it's not even really a filter. So it's supposed to filter out the contaminants in your water. And right now we're, with the test we did, we saw that the water with pH was bumped up. So that means it's a mineral filter rather than an actual filter. Okay, so we got it open. This is the filter, this is the top of the filter. That's what's inside. So what this is, looks like a mixture of carbon and probably some minerals. Did take me a little bit of time to cut this thing open, but I'm glad I did. Filters, once again, should have layers in them, should be different media. It shouldn't just be carbon and magnesium. I'm going to explain why you don't want just, magnesium, calcium, and all the carbon, is because what this filter is, it's basically media that bumps up. Because when we did our test, we saw that with the filter in, it was actually getting higher pH and ORP numbers. That means they need to use the filter to put minerals inside the water, and it's not what it should do, which your filter should be filtering out contaminants, not used to make up for obviously a lack of performance in the machine. So what we're going to do at this point, got the filter open, one chamber, I guess some minerals and carbon, that's what they put in their filter. This came in the box as well. Kind of found it funny, I just saw this. Attention, do not call or return to Amazon. Call us at this number. Obviously, if they're stating a bunch of high pH and ORP numbers, people probably aren't getting them just like me, because obviously I started out with extremely alkaline water, and it's not coming up that much at all for me, so I'm sure they're having problems. They're asking you to call them directly. So probably an indication that I'm not the first person that couldn't get their pH and ORP numbers. So what we're going to do now, last part of the test, we're going to open this sucker up. Probably means I won't be able to return the thing, but to be honest with you, it's worth it. A lot of people look for these things for health reasons. So I'm glad if I have to spend $900 to hopefully somebody else doesn't get ripped off and doesn't get a machine that doesn't work as well. So I have my friend here. He's a lot more handy with a Makita than I am, and he's going to take the machine apart. We're going to look at that chamber inside. So now we have the Ionizer plate system. That, I've seen platinum before. That definitely doesn't look like platinum. If it cost me $900 to tear this thing apart, show that A, it's using a mineral filter, one-stage filter with just carbon in it. It's using steel plates, extremely small steel plates. I don't know why you'd use small steel plates, because it's cheap to use. Steel's, very inexpensive material compared to platinum and titanium that the other ionizers use. Small dinky power source. The water's not going up very high. To be honest with you guys, I'm glad I did this. Save your money. Buy one that's going to work, one that's going to last, and not from some shoddy manufacturer. Obviously knows they have problems with their systems. They put that in every package. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.